Hello YouTube, this is Necrostevo and you're watching my 77th narrated Wi-Fi battle. I hope you all are having a great week. I know that I personally am having an okay week. I'm actually working on some real cases at my law school through the clinic there as a third year law student, so it's nice to get some real experience. It's kind of like with playing Pokemon. You can play it in the game, or you can go out and play against real people. But anyways, today's match is against AshFanGirlLisa. She's again using her Ash team, and I just wanted to bring a bunch of things that I thought would be fun to use because there are a lot of not my favorite Pokemon, but a lot of Pokemon that I really just love their design. Well, actually, Bufalon is my favorite Pokemon, but I expected her to go for the Stun Spore or the Sleep Powder to start off the match. That's a great time to switch in Bufalon and get that Sap Sipper going. She goes for Quiver Dance, which to me just means that I know that she's going to be sashed. And either way, um, even if she could take the hit, and I didn't have Sap Sipper, the head charge is going to bring her down to 1 HP. Either way. So I just kind of wanted to get this Butterfree out of the way while keeping my Bufalon intact as much as I can. I could have gone for the Rock Slide to avoid the recoil, but I also didn't want to risk missing it since she's getting up some Quiver Dances. And I think that her set is Quiver Dance, Bug Buzz, and then the two powders or spores, which is an interesting set. Mono bug attack type attacking is kind of interesting. But unfortunately, she gets a special defense drop right there. That's going to come into play a little bit later. But I am able to take out the Butterfree, an early 6-5 lead for me. She goes out into Torkoal, and I know that Torkoal is a defensive beast. Literally, he's a turtle. And I wanted to get the flinch going, hopefully, but unfortunately I don't. And that's what it is. I was hoping maybe the game would pay me back for the special defense drop immediately, but that's not how probability works. Probability works when it feels like it. And since it has no feelings, I don't know when probability works. But anyways, the head charge here, I wanted to make sure that I hit because he's probably going to take me out with the special defense drop. And I see that she has Heat Wave. Maybe I might have lived that, if not for the crit and the special defense drop. But with the special D drop, I don't think I would have lived that even outside of a crit. But I did get her down to low enough HP that if I set up my Stealth Rocks, or I can just bring in something and revenge kill it, either way is going to be good. I do take a little bit of Stealth Rock damage there on Crystal. This is Hidden Power Ground here. That's base 65. I was really happy that I got that. It took a long time of breeding those EVs to get the right nature and also to get a hidden power that was usable. And I nicknamed it Crystal after one of my Twitter followers, Index. It's her favorite Pokemon, and I bred it on the same day that her birthday is. So booyah! There is hope for good probability with breeding yet. Anyways, though, I go out into Meganium not wanting to take a boosted water type attack that's stab boosted, but she sees that and goes for Dragon Dance. And I expected her to hit me with an Ice Beam because her physical move is probably Waterfall. And I thought I would actually take it a lot better than I do. But that's probably because I'm physically defensive. So I set up the light screen, which is unfortunate because after that Ice Beam, she actually doesn't use special attacks against any of the other members of my team. I would have been a little bit better served there going for the Reflect, just because that would have nullified basically her Dragon Dance boost. But she is able to knock out Courtney the Meganium. Courtney is also nicknamed after one of my friends here at the university. So I go back out into Deckard, figuring that if she went for special attacks, I could take them. And I'm slightly physically bulky, so I thought I could take Waterfalls okay, even though she has +1 in attack. And paying her back for that crit slash the special defense drop earlier, I get the static boost, and my bulk allows me to have barely enough HP to set up a sub. I thought she might try switching on a Donphan here, so I went for Hidden Power, which I thought was grass, but it's actually ice. So she quad resists that. So kind of stupid on my part. I don't use Hidden Powers very much, but when I do, I have to remember which ones I have on each Pokemon, which I actually use the little markings for that. So if you guys actually use the little markings that you can get on each screen for anything, I'd be interested to know what you guys use those for. Uh, but anyways, though, now that I know that it's ice, good to know for the rest of the match. Stay in, go for Thunderbolt. She barely lives somehow. I did not think she could live that. Lapras has a massive HP, but I really wasn't expecting her to live that. And she gets paralyzed. Once again, fine with me. It really didn't matter right here because even if she had knocked out my Ampharos, I had 4 other Pokemon on my team that could have come in and killed off Lapras. And even if I had set up my Stealth Rocks, then that also would have killed off the Lapras. So wasn't really concerned about the Lapras. She brings in Pikachu, and I was like 99% sure that this would not be the Dream World Pikachu with Lightning Rod. Um, so I'm just going to stay in and use Thunderbolt to break any sub or focus punch that it wants to do. And that is what she tries to do, and seeing that I'm just going to break her sub, she just knocks me out with the Grass Knot. Fine by me. Now I get to bring in my own Sand Slash, Knuckle Dust, and he's going to set up some Stealth Rocks and hopefully spin away her rocks. Interesting that she's carrying Torkoal and Donphan on the same team. Of course, Ash had both of those Pokemon, but her Rapid Spinner is Donphan, and Torkoal sets up the rocks. So that's two really big defensive behemoths. But I bred this Sand Slash back in Heart Gold for the purposes of transferring it up because I needed some more things with Rapid Spin slash Stealth Rock in lower tiers. And I wanted, since I had some extra BP left over, I gave it Knockoff and I gave it Super Fang, which I get to use both of them right here. Getting rid of Donphan's leftovers is great because not only does it break it sturdy, but it means that it can't get back to that point. And my Earthquake probably isn't going to do too much since I am max HP, max defense. Well, not max, but max investment. So Super Fang is going to do more damage. And she actually has Seed Bomb, which you don't see on Donphan very often. But my defensive investment comes in right there as I'm able to take 3 of those even after the Earthquake. So that Knuckle Dust is doing a great job taking those hits, and seeing that she's probably just going to keep on going for Seed Bombs, now is a really good time to switch back into Crystal. And I actually Rapid Spun hoping that she would set up hers, or if she decided to Rapid Spin my entry hazards away from her, that would give Crystal a free switch in. And I can hit anything she has left on her team with an Ice Beam if she decides to switch out. So that was kind of a little mind game thing right there. I was trying to make her think about the Stealth Rocks and not my possible switch in. But I think she has 2 Pokemon left at this point, while I have 3 left. And I'm going to switch Crystal out, expecting the Fire attack go out into Dominique. Yet another Pokemon named for one of my friends. Get the Flash Fire boost. I'm also Choice Banded, so I thought a Choice Banded Flash Fire stab Flare Blitz coming from a Jolly Rapidash would wreck Charizard, and it really does. I didn't expect it to KO, but it came very, very dangerously cheesy close to KOing. And I actually live the Air Slash, so I get to take out the Charizard, and that's such little recoil that I'm going to live the recoil, which means I get to hit something else on her team with that super powerful Flare Blitz, which is awesome. I haven't been able to use Rapidash to that type of utility before. Normally it just comes in and sucks up a fire attack and then ends up Mega Horning. So it's nice to get to throw some Flare Blitzes around with, Rapidash galloping around the field. So good job, Dominique. Great, great job. But that was a good match. I think that was a 2 or a 3-0 at the end there, but I did enjoy it. I got to use some Pokemon I don't normally use, and I got to battle an Ash team. So if you all enjoyed it, just let me know, and I'll try to get some more battles with her. But otherwise, I hope you all have a great week, and I'll talk to you later. Bye now. Hey, you guys, just a quick note. I hope you all did enjoy that battle. I wanted to give a few shoutouts for announcements here at the end of the video. So while I'm talking about these, here's some cool pictures from me cosplaying and also going to other conventions. Anyways, though, the first thing, I'm going to be a gym leader and also a panel presenter at Comic-Con this weekend, which is at the University of Alabama. And I'm also going to be doing that, kind of the same thing actually, at PixelCon, and that's going to be next month in March, and that's on the 31st of March. Also in March is going to be the Flame Gamers Mario Kart Marathon for Child's Play Charity. I'll make another announcement for that a little bit later on, but I just wanted to give you guys these things so you could put them on your calendar for things to watch or just to be kind of aware of, because I've watched the Flame Gamer stream before, and not only is it really, really entertaining, but watching video games and donating for charity, those kind of go hand in hand. I don't know if you guys have ever seen me. I participated in Pixelthon a few times. But be sure you guys check that out. It's on March 9th. So this weekend is Comic-Con. Then we have the Flame Gamers Mario Kart Marathon, which I'll leave a link in the description to the Facebook event for that. And then on March 31st is PixelCon. So if you guys want more information about any of those, I'll be providing that when we get closer to them. But if you're going to Comic-Con, be sure to look for me in the Pokemon Center, because I'll be up there, and hopefully I'll be able to take some pictures from things as well. I'm curious what you all think of my pictures there. You see me cosplaying Rude from Final Fantasy VII, and also I was just a Pokemon fisherman, and I enjoyed those. So if you guys are if you guys like going to conventions or anything like that, these are some that are down here in the South in Alabama, and